This is the 7th generation version of the Volkswagen Passat, but actually it's more of a reskin of the 6th generation model. I mean, all the body panels you see are completely new, apart from the roof, and VW have also fitted it with some extra features to make your life a little bit more comfortable. For instance, you can get it with an automatic boot release, which has a camera underneath the bumper, so that when you wave your foot underneath, it automatically opens. That's really handy if you're carrying luggage or of course got arms full of shopping. Now the boot itself is nice and big, and I know this car is a saloon, but you can fold down the rear seats by pulling this lever if you need to carry longer items. And of course, if you're regularly carrying large loads, you can always get an estate version. The Passat is very spacious in the front, and it's very easy to get comfy because there's lots of adjustment in the driving position, and it doesn't matter if you're big or small, because look how far the seat goes back. I mean, that's incredible, isn't it? And there's lots of practicality too. You've got a big central cubby here with auxiliary in for the stereo. The side door bins, they're large enough to hold big bottles. And the glove box, that's a decent size. Actually, that feels almost as heavy as a medieval drawbridge. And that's the thing about this car, you've got that lovely feeling of VW solidity. I mean, everything feels well screwed together, and all the controls, they're nicely damped. As for safety, well, as well as the usual array of airbags, you can also get the car with some driver's aids, such as a warning system which alerts you if it thinks you're going to fall asleep behind the wheel. As for some other nice touches, well, I like the electronic parking brake and the fact that you start the car by pushing the key into the dash. The Passat is available with a wide range of great turbocharged engines, and the diesels come with stop-start to help maximise economy. They work really well with the DSG automatic gearbox, which is really slick and smooth. I have to say, overall, this car is a great long-distance cruiser. I mean, the new suspension setup means it's supremely comfy. You don't feel any bumps in the road at all. And also lots of sound deadening means it's very, very quiet. I mean, all you get is a bit of wind whistle at higher speeds. You can get the car with adaptive chassis control, which uses computer-controlled dampers to offer the best balance between handling and comfort. But you know what? I really don't think it's worth paying the extra for that option, because the standard setup, I mean, it's just so good. I mean, this car goes around corners extremely well, but if I do have a complaint, it's the fact that the steering feels a little bit inert, and overall, while it's very, very capable, it's just not really that much fun. As for the downsides, well, I'm going to have a moan about the seat bases, because they don't seem to have any lateral support, which means it feels a bit like you're sitting on a bench and you kind of roll about a bit in the corners. Also, I have to say that some of the materials lower down, such as here, just below the dash, they feel a little bit cheap, and as a result, it doesn't feel quite as upmarket in here as in a Vauxhall Insignia. Now, if you follow me into the back, I'll show you another potential problem. Now, I'm not going to claim this car is small in the rear, because it's not. There's plenty of knee and headroom, as you can see, and it's perfectly fine for carrying 2 adults. The problem comes if you want to carry a third, because this large transmission tunnel kind of gets in the way. It means anyone who sits on the centre seat has to go with their legs akimbo. And then there's a not too small matter of price, because the Passat is slightly more expensive than its main rivals. That said, because of its strong brand image, it will hold its value better than most come resale time. And I have to say, overall, it's a really good family car.